We're joined now by Ukraine's ambassador to the United States, Oksana Markarova. Madam Ambassador, thank you for being with us here this morning. We just saw Tom's report about what you have uncovered in Izium, and no doubt there are more in the other areas that have now been liberated. Tell us, what are you seeing in terms of evidence of Russian war crimes?
Thank you for having me, John, and thank you for being on the ground. It's so important for everyone to see the true face of this aggression and terrorist attack Russia is waging. Unfortunately, what we see in Izium, what we saw in Bucha before, and we can only imagine the situation in Mariupol and other places which are still under occupation. But it's tortures, rapes, killings, war crimes of massive proportions. That's why we need to liberate the whole territory of Ukraine as soon as possible, because clearly Russians are targeting all Ukrainians, whole families, children. So there is no war logic in all of this. It's simply terrorizing and committing genocide against Ukrainians.
Do you have a handle in terms of those mass graves, of who the victims are? And is this including Russian troops that were killed as well? Do we know?
We already have teams of investigators there, and we are getting a lot of support from the United States in this effort, preparing not only our national criminal cases against Russians, but also international courts and other countries' investigations. So the work is done as we speak there. The majority of them, of course, are Ukrainians. We did not see yet the Russian troops there in the graves, but it's horrifying. Some of them are families of, like, everyone in the family is killed for no reason, and the majority of them, as your reporter already said, with clear signs of torture and you know.
One of the remarkable things about this counteroffensive, where you recaptured so much territory in the Northeast, is you did it with a relatively small number of armed forces. Do you have the manpower to hold this territory and to continue to push the Russians back?
Thank you. Well, in general, our force is much smaller than Russian force. But the reason why they cannot hold the grounds and we can retake it, and we will retake it, is because they are not only fighting with our brave president and our armed forces, they're fighting with all Ukrainians. So all 40 million of Ukrainians are fighting for our loved ones and homes. Therefore, you saw how the people in Kharkiv Oblast were greeting our armed forces. All of them were waiting for liberation. All of them are now very busy in helping not only the investigators, but the police and others to get back to normal as normal as it could be. So we don't need to hold these grounds. They are ours. These people are ours. They craved for Ukraine to come back during this horrible 6 months of occupation.
You've seen what the Russians have said. Putin says they're regrouping. That's what's going on. I mean, obviously, that wasn't exactly what was going on. But do you fear what Putin will do now? I mean, he's been pushed back. We saw that very stern warning coming from President Biden against using chemical or nuclear weapons. What do you worry that Russia will do in response?
For all years that Putin is in power, they try to scare the world, and they try to get all of us thinking what he will do next. I think we should focus on what we together as democratic world should do. And we should make this place, our planet, a safer place. It means Russia has to lose from what they've done to us. It means we have to win. So we just have to continue on pushing, liberating Ukraine. We just have to clearly and altogether say to Putin and to all Russians who support this that it's not okay in the 21st century to attack a peaceful neighboring country. So let's not worry about what Putin thinks he should do. Let's all stay the course, provide more support to Ukraine, because it's going to be much cheaper and better for the democratic world to win this war while it's still in Ukraine.
Right. Madam Ambassador, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.